And we're live. So yes, and this is actually a new trial for another time to see which one is working. So welcome to everyone who's going to watch us today on even like after. Today we've got a very actually interesting topic. It actually came for you. So do you want to share the topic?
Yeah, so one of the things that I had been thinking about was getting more subscribers. And, you've got these various platforms. And so surely, but I get it's not, I'm not saying you want thousands of random people. You want obviously the right kind of people, but you do want to get more subscribers. You do want to grow your platform. So that's how today's topic came about. Yeah.
Yes. So we just want to mention also, when we're talking about subscribers, the tips that we're going to give now are actually the same as if you want to grow your market list, right? Okay, the email marketing list, if you want to grow that, or if you want to grow your YouTube channel, or any other actually of like platform, like online platform that you've got. That's a way to increase in general and to get more subscribers, more people that are going to follow you. So the first one is actually to share valuable content. And that is very important because a lot of time we share stuff that we think that is very relevant or very important, but it's not. Okay. So you need to know who are the people you're trying to reach out to and share with them valuable things, valuable information, things that they can actually use and implement. So like for now, we're doing this video and we're trying to share with you valuable content, right? We are trying to share with you tips that you can actually take them and use them and actually benefit out of them. So that's just an example. So if you're going to do that, people will come to you.
I think also with the valuable content, I think that kind of shows up quite a bit in your newsletter. Like, I think if you've got a newsletter and your subscribers are decreasing or the open rate is decreasing or things like that, then I think that's a bit of a good, that's quite a clear indication of a measuring tool if your content is not of interest to people. And also the content needs to be shared with your target market. And again, that's why for me, something like the meetup, I find very, very, very useful because by having that meetup group and people joining my meetup group and then attending my events, and I'm sure you feel the same, or being part of my Facebook Real Conversations with Real People, it's very, very targeted to a specific type of person. So it's very clear, what it's about. It's not like, I don't know. So the people who are drawn to that are my target market, I believe.
And you know what? And hi, Courtney. So if Courtney, you want to share with us, for example, how you get more subscribers, let us know in the comments so we can share. But I'm going to link between the first one and the second one. So when we say share valuable content, you want to share it with the right people. You don't want to waste content that you've been working on with the wrong people. You don't want to do it. And that's what you're trying to, and also think about it from the side that you're trying to bring the right people to you. If you just want to increase the subscribers, that's one thing. But it's not really going to help you to get more sales out of it, to get more clients out of it. But if you're reaching out with that valuable content to the relevant people, that's how people will, okay, that's a good thing. I actually need it. I want to consume it. I'm learning out of it. Let me bring it on. And that's what you want. And that's going to bring them to follow you on Instagram, Facebook, subscribe to your YouTube channel, subscribe to your newsletter. And that's one way. But if I'll go from here to the third one, is actually, okay, so now you've got a valuable content. You are reaching out to the right people. But if you're not going to package it the nice way, if you're not going to have a nice design to it, that you can present it in a way that they can understand it, that they can connect to this, so what's the point, right? Because if you look, for example, on Instagram, you have around 95 million pictures that have been uploaded on a daily basis in average. So if you're not going to have your message really clear and out with a nice, outstanding design, something that can separate you and distinguish you from others, they're not going to see necessarily your content. You're not going to, because a lot of people are giving lots of contents. So that's that important.
I think it's also got to be quite intriguing. Like I posted something yesterday around life lessons and making mistakes. And the image I used was an eraser. And the reason I did that was because I looked at that and I thought, okay, so if I saw that, I'd be like, what's that about? So the image can also just be a bit intriguing.
It is, and that's what you want to do. You want to catch people's eyes. The amount of content, the amount of information and data we are exposed to, because with all the social medias, it's huge. So if you don't get something that's going to catch your eye quickly, they're going to make you even like feel for a second, like shocked or like want to cry or want to look at it. If something's not going to catch you, you're going to lose it. So basically, you're going to invest lots of time and energy in reaching out to the right people, in bringing valuable content, but they won't see it because it's going to disappear because of the design of it, because of the packaging of it. And that's why it's very important to follow this. And think about it, if I'm going to, like you chose that image, you chose an image that gave people like, okay, that's interesting. I want to know what it's all about. And then they're going to start reading in. That's what you need to do with your Instagram. Also with your YouTube, if you have a YouTube channel, your thumbnail is very important. It needs to catch the eye because when people see it, that's how you're going to know the click-through rate, if it's higher or not. And that's what helps YouTube as well to know that you have valuable content, and then going to start sharing it with others as well.
I just want to say something in line with that. My nephew, who is 13, lives in Durban. When I was there a few weeks ago, he was the one, so he does his videos, and he was one who said to me, you've got no thumbnail, like you have to have, like it's boring. Like I wouldn't watch, you can't do that. So I literally spent my time, and now because of him, I've actually done that. So a big thank you to him because that's cool. The next one is freebies. And before we started, it's interesting because I was just saying, oh, no, freebies. I don't do freebies. But actually, I do so much free. I do podcasts. I do I've got my Instagram stuff. So I do loads. I've got the Real Conversations with Real People where I'm doing interviews / conversations with people. So yeah, you've got to give away freebies because I think if you don't grow your numbers, you've got no one to market to. So how can you create something if you don't have your numbers? I'm right? Am I?
Yes, and let's also think about it, okay? So, and we spoke about it in one of the videos on how to increase the amount of people that are going to sign up to your email list, right? So the easy way to do it is actually to design quickly a landing page and to get people to understand that if they're going to sign up, they're going to get that freebie. A freebie can also be as well as a document. So for example, I've got the branding checklist, something you can just download, can give you all the lists that you need to follow, and that's it. So that's a type of freebie. Another freebie can be, different guides that you can share with some tips, everything that you've got in your business, like, that you can actually share. And it's not necessarily but you giving a service away or a certain product, it's but you giving valuable information that is actually packed in one place that they can take and have it as a giveaway and to put it aside and do it because people like it and people sign up. I've got this lady that, like, one of my clients that she did a type of freebie, and in basically one day she had 5,000 subscribers to end user. So if you're actually giving something good and valuable, which is actually also linked to this next one, which is you need to share your content in relevant places and all the time keep on pushing it. So she put it in the right places and immediately she started seeing the numbers increasing. And that's the thing, because that's what you're trying to get. You're trying to get the data. You're trying to get it. It doesn't matter if it's on your social media platform, it's for your newsletter. That's part of it. So if you give freebies and all the valuable content, you share it in the right places, right, to the relevant people, and you keep on promoting it, and you keep on pushing it. And especially, for example, Instagram and YouTube, the first 24, 48 hours are crucial, okay? After that, especially for Instagram, it doesn't matter. If you're not commenting on a post in that first 24, 48 hours, the chances for you to see it in a week is very low. In 2 weeks, there's no chance you're going to see it. It's gone, okay? It's belonged to the past. In YouTube, the first 48 hours are crucial because that's going to show if it's an interesting topic or not, and that's going to help YouTube to learn if he wants to support it or not and keep on pushing it. So that's why it's very important to make sure that you're not only creating the content, but you're actually doing with the content. And before we continue, yeah?
You just think though with the content that it's also around the volume. So in other words, like if you have, so I know I know it falls into the next one about the consistency of it, absolutely. But in addition to that, do you think that once you get to maybe 50 or 100 videos, podcasts, something like that, it's it's easier to grow your numbers than when your numbers are smaller, or is that irrelevant?
It's irrelevant.
Okay.
It's relevant. Okay, so I'm going to look at the YouTube channel, and I actually recommended to one of my clients to do the videos in a certain way, to mention and to add another and a watermark to add. And she's doing the same videos and she's getting lots of views, but not subscribers. But the small changes that she made now, she increased just in like 2-3 days in more than 20 subscribers, even more than that.
Wow.
Okay, so there is ways to do it. You just need to work smartly. So it doesn't matter how many views, because some people can have lots of views, but not a lot of subscribers. It doesn't mean that people want to stay there. As well as like, you know, when I see it on Instagram, for example, because some people actually showed me, yesterday someone showed me that they've got like more than 8,000 followers on Instagram. But bottom line, when you look at the engagement, it's super low. So it doesn't really help with the numbers, you know? So as long as you're actually following and sticking the fact that you've got valuable content, you're engaging, you're asking questions, you're letting them be part of something, you getting them to act with you and to be, you know, involved, that's how you're going to grow. You know, you need to push, you need to remind it, you always need to stay in top of mind. Why big companies also advertising all the time? They're not doing it because, you know, it's necessarily bringing the results. Some of them is just for them to stay in top of mind, that you will remember that they're strong, they've got the money, and they're there. And that's something that we really need to remember. And by the way, before we continue with the next one, is that, you know, share with us, how do you get more subscribers?
Yeah.
Do you feel that you actually stuck with getting subscribers? What's stalking you, and which one? Is it like on YouTube, on getting your email list to grow more, your Instagram, whatever it is? Share with us in the comments so we can maybe even give you some tips and advice as to how to grow.
Yeah, and then the last one is about the consistency of the content. And I think just consistency overall in life. I think with everything, if there is an element of consistency, people know what to expect. I mean, we've had people say, okay, so we know you're on a Tuesday, or we know you're on a Friday, not 100% sure what time, you know, and that's why, I mean, I've literally recently started, I did it this morning, but I'm doing that Facebook story because then it's there. So if people, you know, see the story, they can go, okay, well, that's one way to see what time we're doing it. But I think the Tuesday one, we're going to kind of keep with this time. And the content we keep the same. Tuesday is the marketing and the Friday is personal development.
But that's the thing, you know, we're consistent with the type of content that we provide. We're really trying to be consistent with the timing. Yes, because of COVID, we need to make some changes. But it's also to be consistent with the quality of the content. Okay, so you cannot put one day good quality, like the quality of the content, and then the other day to put something that like, what? Like, really? Did you use this meme now? Like, you know, you really need to stick with this. And it's the same in everything that you do, especially like, you know, it's like I always give the example. If I'm going to have a YouTube channel now and I'm going to tell you I'm an expert in marketing, but on top of it, I'm going to put you some videos on how to put your makeup, how to make pasta with a certain sauce. You're going to look at me and she's like, she's not really serious, right? There's no way she's doing this and this and it's all together and doesn't. So the quality of my content, not good. Like, you know, you need to be consistent with everything you do, with the type of content that you provide. If people get used to you providing a certain type of content, you need to stick with us. Because if you're not, they're going to leave you. They're going to unsubscribe. And it's the same for your newsletter and everything you do. And that's the nice thing. You know, don't be afraid to try, to test, to see what's working, what's not. See what type of content helps you to get more people and what's not. And I can say that even if I look, for example, at my Instagram design now that I've changed it, I must admit that, and that's another thing, that's why I always teach to look at the data as well, at the insights, is that I can see that I have the same amount of comments and likes, but by just changing my design that we spoke about, changing the packaging, the way you present it, I'm actually getting more people coming to visit my profile, which I get more followers out of it. And I get more people that actually clicking on my bio and to get to my website and other links. And that's the thing. So that's why it's all important. So we're just before we sum it all up, how to get more subscribers. We really just want to remind every Tuesday, we're speaking about marketing. Every Friday, personal development. We're going to do the Tuesday on 6:30. It looks like it's working better for everyone. And if there's any type of topics you want to. You're struggling with your business on certain stuff, on growing your brand, on social media, on your personal development, things that not working, things that are getting you to be in a stuck place. Write it down, either in the comments or just share with us and on a private message, and we're going to speak about it. I'm going to give you tips. We're just going to sum it up.
Yeah.
So the first one is to share valuable content.
And then to share valuable content with your target market.
And the way you present your content is super duper duper important, because that's the packaging. And you want to catch the eye, especially with the amount of data you have today.
And freebies, you've got to give away freebies. I think it's almost like you've got to give away the best to build up the client relationship, and then the rest.
And you know what else about the freebies? It's a teaser. Like, you're teasing people. Yeah. You're giving them a small taste of what it is to actually work with you, what it is that they're actually going to get from your channel, what it is that they're going to get from your content. So you're giving them the type of like, you want this? Come to my channel, come to see, you get more. And that's how people, and it really works. And if you work smartly on this, and I really want to mention it because it's really important, you will be surprised. I had a lady reach out to me yesterday on a WhatsApp, thanks to a video of mine that I shared in a different group, and she loved my channel, she loved my video, and she reached out to ask about my course. And that's how it works, Put it out there, and it really links it segment. Just share your content in relevant places. It's because I've shared it in the relevant WhatsApp group, and that was valuable content for her, and she learned a lot. She also subscribed, she also reached out, and we had a chat on the phone. And that's what you're trying to do. That's how you're going to grow your business. That's how you're going to get more subscribers and relevant subscribers.
And then your consistency with your content, having quality content consistently. Consistency is very important, because then people know, they know what to expect and when.
It is. And in social media, it's super important. Consistency is the key. And another small tip, just be you. Authenticity is important. So be you with the content that you share. Don't try to share something that it's not you, that it's not relevant to your business, that it's out of your league or whatsoever. Niche yourself and be expert where you can and when you need to, and build a name on that part.
Yes.
So if you guys have questions, write in the comments below. If we're not going to answer now, we're going to answer after. So just feel free and share with us. How do you actually grow, and what are you going to take away from this video? Which of the things you are using or not? What are you going to try use? Let us know in the comments. And we're going to see you on Friday.
Yeah. Bye.